Welcome back to Lucas and Pup. Today we'll be discussing the recent events that occurred in Columbus, last week. A mountain was created, bought by a billionaire, stripped of its trees, and now people are dying due to the lack of water. Guess you can say they don't have to worry about drowning anymore. Get it? Let's kick things off with a bang. Get it? Because, haha, two plates collided, and then bang! There's a new mountain in town. Anyways, let's dive in. I'd love to introduce one of my oldest friends, Akil Garage.
Let's go outside. Hey, Mr. Pup. Thank you for having me on here today. I'm a scientist who studies tectonic plate boundaries, but I'm also a part-time news anchor. So let's converge into this convergent boundary. So for context, a convergent boundary is a boundary where two tectonic plates collide into each other. This can create huge things like mountains. There are three types of convergent boundaries: oceanic plus oceanic, oceanic plus continental, and continental plus continental. The convergent boundary within Columbus is an oceanic plus continental boundary. Basically, two tectonic plates collided on this boundary last week, and there was something called the subduction zone. And that can lead to the formation of a new mountain separating the beach district of the city and the urban side of the city.
Thank you, Akil, for your explanation of the convergent boundary. One thing you forgot to mention is this new mountain is 6-7 kilometers tall. Also, didn't your dad hire a bunch of people to deforest this mountain?
Yeah, I don't really know where he's getting this money from. He bought the mountain the day it formed and intends to deforest it to build some mansion for himself. Isn't that crazy?
A lot of people say that can be super harmful to the environment. Wait, what's that behind you?
I think I see two people arguing over there. Cameraman, let's go check it out.
Convergent boundary.
What are you even talking about, you big bone mountaintop?
Shut up, Slender Man. I'm always right. Don't you dare disrespect me, little boy.
Ladies, one at a time. What are you guys even arguing about?
This little sissy boy is trying to tell me not to cut down them trees over there. I need the wood to build a house for my wife and kids. I need to provide for them.
And what do you think about this, sir?
All I'm trying to tell you is that if you cut down these trees, you should at least replace them. How do you have all this time to build a house, but you don't have 2 seconds to replant a darn tree?
Shut it, little boy. You're not a nonchalant alpha kawaii buff male like me. See this gut? I bet you're getting convinced by social media that deforestation causes problems or something.
That's quite an interesting perspective. Let's see what he has to say.
You're literally wrong. Have you ever read an article? Oh wait, you probably can't even read. How are you so big but your brain is so small?
This guy is actually so annoying. He doesn't know that cutting down trees without replanting them will lead to soil erosion. Removing the trees will get rid of the roots that hold the soil together, meaning the particles will be washed or blown away by wind and water. The soil will also lose all its fertility because there won't be any decomposed leaves. How has he not considered any of this? And he needs to recycle.
Oh yeah. Environmental effect this, environmental effect that. This guy's talking about some made up sister boy stuff. Kids these days, they don't know the true value of blue collar work. They don't know what it's like to do work in the heat of Columbus. He's trying so hard to stop me from cutting down the trees because he thinks it'll contribute to the end of the world. What a joke. Can't believe this guy, man. Did you just call me big and stupid? That's so rude.
Nana, nana, boo, boo. You're so fat, and your family probably is too. You're like a bowling ball family.
Get over here.
Loser.
Woof, 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 woof. Woof, 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 woof.
He's waking up.
Are you okay? How are you feeling?
I feel enlightened. When I was in the afterlife, I had a life-changing experience. The environment God spoke to me, and they made me realize that I need to stop participating in logging. They informed me about some solutions, such as selective logging. This is when you still leave some trees in the forest when you're logging, which reduces the amount of soil erosion and allows for the preservation of these forests. This also helps preserve habitats. Another solution they told me about was to replant trees right after cutting them down, which also helps preserve habitats and health. They were also telling me the secrets of the universe.
Well, that was interesting. Glad he's okay. Now, I'd like to introduce our guest speaker, Senor Nonchalant.
Oh, Lucas. So sorry I'm late. I was too busy oil farming when I realized I had to come here on some nonchalant stuff. It's all.
It's okay. We're just glad that you're here with us today, So, what was it that you wanted to talk to us so badly today on our show?
It's all. Lower that tone of yours, little boy, before I make you. You begged me to come talk here about some microclimates surrounding that new mountain. Anyways, let's get started. Everyone here knows that mountains have two sides, right? Well, on this side of the mountain where the Beach District is located, prevailing winds are carrying water vapor towards the mountain. Well, this water vapor rises and cools and condenses into clouds, which allows for more rainfall on this side of the mountain. This side of the mountain is called the windward side. However, the other side of the mountain is called the leeward side.
Whoa, Senor Nonchalant. What happens on the leeward side that doesn't happen on the windward side?
Shut up, little boy. Don't ask me any more questions. But, on the leeward side of the mountain, the air will warm up and descend, which allows it to hold on to moisture better. Since the air on the leeward side of the mountain is more dry than the other side, there's very little precipitation on the leeward side, which can lead to droughts.
Oh wow. At least we know that Columbuzona won't have the problem of overpopulation.
That's not funny. Don't let me catch you saying that again.
Sorry, Miss Aura. Well, here we have it, folks. That's on this week's episode of Lucas and Pup.